Hey, Tony, fuck 'em.
It's a dark Brandon economy out there. That's right. That's, you know, I'm not going to tell the White House what to do. But I'm going to tell them what the fuck to do. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell them what the fuck to do. We need to stop calling it Bidenomics. Listen to me very carefully. We need to stop calling it Bidenomics and start calling it the dark Brandon economy. That's right. We need to rebrand Bidenomics to be the dark Brandon economy. Sounds much better anyways. Bidenomics, that sounds like wonky and shit. You know what I mean? Like, who wants to fucking sit around and listen to a bunch of people talk about economics? Is that what you want? That ain't what the fuck I want. I don't want to do that shit. Everyone knows what dark Brandon means. We stole it away from them. They thought it was really cute. You know, in the let's go Brandon, the fuck Joe Biden. Yeah, fuck Joe Biden right all the way into the dark Brandon economy, bitch. How about that? How about them fucking apples? Huh? Maka, you like that, you fucking Nazis? Because that's really, you know, the overall arcing story here is that Democrats do economy better, right? Don't say economics, say economy. I know it sounds kind of stupid, right? When you're saying it, you're like, Tony, you sound like a fucking idiot. Who cares? Stop caring about how something sounds or if it's right. Stop doing that. What we need to do is win. That's what we need to do. And the economy is winning. Now, it's not great for everyone, right? Again, it's not great for everyone, and it's never going to be. Every economy isn't great for every single person. It's kind of like trying to figure out how to get every single bill that passes in every single legislative body in this country to please every single person. It's not going to happen 100% of the time. What are you, fucking nuts? And then this attitude of 100% or nothing. You know what I mean? Well, 100% of nothing is still fucking nothing. So get with it. Pluck your head out of your ass and understand that this is the dark Brandon economy, not Bidenomics. And I know they've been trying to brand it that way, and they've had trouble with it. Listen, stop saying economics. It sounds like someone's going to fucking throw you a textbook and shit. You know what I mean? That's why I don't do that shit on this show. Pile you up with a bunch of datas and polls. Number one, the polls are shit. And most of the time, the data and statistics will put you the fuck to sleep. And how the hell am I going to keep your attention for 2 goddamn hours if I put you asleep with fucking statistics and data? Good Lord. We got a show to run here, 2 hours a day. We got a fucking democracy to save. We got messaging and narrative to pile on. So this is important. And again, I know that a lot of people are going to push back on me a little bit here. But listen, I'm telling you, I'm going to say dark Brandon economy. I tweeted it earlier. I'm saying it now. We're going to brand it. And you guys are going to go out into the world and start tweeting it and say, no, it's not the Bidenomics. It's dark Brandon economy. And what you need to start doing is grab dark Brandon memes. Maybe we can make some. Maybe we can make some dark Brandon memes that say dark Brandon economy. Hell, you can grab the thumbnail from the show if you want to grab it. Here, let me show you here. Here's the thumbnail from the show, dark Brandon economy. So grab it if you want to. Grab that thing if you want to grab it. Dark Brandon economy. Now, I know it sounds crazy. You're like, Tony, you can't just do that. Fuck, I can't. Fuck, I won't. You can do anything you want when you got a microphone and there's no one telling you what the hell to do. Especially when the audience, are the ones who power this microphone against fascism. And that's really what we're talking about here. Breaking up fascism. If you want Joe Biden to have a damn good message into the fall of 2024, this is it. The dark Brandon economy is it. It's the economy, stupid. Do you remember that? So a lot of people are like, Tony, Bidenomics, that's way better because it's already a hashtag. Okay, fuck your hashtag. Fuck your hashtag, stick it in your ass. Fuck all your memes that you've already made that are total shit. Okay? Fuck them. Fuck them. Dark branded economy is much better. Way better. And it's getting better. The economy itself. Fox News is even admitting it. Fox News is like, shit, dark branding kicks ass. Oh, man, dark branding kicks ass is this economy stuff. Fuck. We was hoping he'd have a horrible economy. Son of a bitch. They love it. They love it. Someone's saying fuck you back on the on Discord. Yeah, fuck you too. Listen, I know a lot of people fuck think him, fuck her, fuck them. You know what I mean? A lot of people think that I'm gonna like say something or not say something because a couple people believe in a certain thing. I don't give a shit. That's not why you're here. You're not here for me to agree with. If you want to go somewhere where people agree with you, go over to fucking Threads. Okay? Go to Threads. Go somewhere where people will agree with you. I guess if you want to live in a fucking bubble, if that's what you want to do.
That would be awesome.
But if you want to live out here in the world where people, want to fucking compromise, want to make a better life, want to make this country where it has more equity and equality for all people. We want to focus in on liberty and do the best we can and elect the people who do policy the best in this country, which in all reality, historically speaking, Democrats' economies are way fucking better. And I didn't say Democrats' economics. Democratic economics are way. Listen, this is Tony Michaels with the Tony Michaels podcast, and today we're going to talk about how the Democratic Party is much better historically at economics and pushing the economy and the GDP higher. Today, Joe Biden, it is announced that in the fourth quarter, you see what I mean? That's fucking boring. That's fuck. You're going to fall asleep. And I was saying it fast. Good morning. This is Tony Michaels with the Tony Michaels podcast. Let me sip my coffee. Today we're going to talk about how the Democratic Party does economics better for the American economy. It's fucking boring. Now fuck over it. Exactly. People are fucking already snoring and I'm fucking mocking this shit. So yes, Democrats are better at economy. They're a hell of a lot better at economy. They're just better. They got better economies every single fucking time. And it's not like a thing that people don't know. I mean, if you go back to Bill Clinton, when he came in, the fucking economy kind of sucked, And by the time he was done after 8 years, we had a budget surplus, which has never fucking happened. George W. Bush crashes the economy in 2008. Barack Obama gets elected. Barack Obama pulls us out of the Great Recession, which was a Great Depression. If you were around then, what's funny that about the Great Recession and under Barack Obama's economy for 8 years? It's the thing is that the millennials were the ones who came of age. Like we were just becoming adults when 2008, when that started. And a lot of people are like, oh, you millennials, you don't know shit about shit. Get the fuck out of here, man. Number one, we're damn near all in our 40s. We got children. We got children in college that we're paying for. We got 401ks. We got mortgages that we pay for. And we went through the Great Recession. So get the fuck out of here, okay? And we were all alive during 9/11 and watched that shit. And we had to fucking deal with Grandpa fucking Hitler. So, yeah, okay. Spare me the millennials never did anything. Spare me. But Barack Obama had a great economy, right? Great economy. The Barry Obama economy was good. And then fucking Grandpa Hitler comes in and fucks up the entire pandemic. Just botches the entire thing because he won't listen worth the fuck. damn near tanks us. The only thing that made sure that we hung on was Democrats in the Senate and the House to make sure they gave COVID relief to Americans. And then when Dark Brandon got elected, he started his economy with huge COVID relief package to make sure Americans got back on their fucking feet. And it worked. It worked. And we would have worked more if we would have actually elected people who would have negotiated the child tax credit to continue. You know, that little monthly check that came in the mail came directly into your bank account because, you know, you're raising a bunch of young ones. Yeah, that's fucking money pumped into the economy. That's what that is. And what we should do is tax the fucking rich. Now, if you want to compare the Dark Brandon economy to the Grandpa Hitler economy, what he wants to do is not tax rich people at all. Oh yeah. And he's not gonna do anything to stem inflation. He'll drop interest rates so rich people can borrow money for nothing when they pay no taxes, because that's the reality of it. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You're going to vote for the Dark Brandon economy? Or Grandpa Hitler fascism? Huh? Which is it? What do you want? You want democracy or you want autocracy? These are the things. And these are the words that we should be using. Bidenomics is not a word. It's not a word. It's kind of a fancy fucking ridiculous combination of words. It's the wrong combination of words. It's wrong. It's fucking wrong. Dark Brandon's so much better. And I know I'm going on and on and on and on and on about rebranding this, but this is how you rebrand stuff. It's how you make a sell. Because I know there's still a lot of you out there in the comment section like, fucking shit. This asshole. We've been working on Bidenomics for 6 goddamn months. I've tweeted 1,000 tweets with that goddamn hashtag. Do you know how many memes I've made? I don't give a shit, but stick those in the trash. It's okay. You can start over. It's not that big of a fucking deal. It really isn't. Tanya says, keep going on and on and on and on. Tanya, you got a good point. Listen, that's how shit sticks. That's how messaging cascades. That's why I'm so effective at it. And I hate to pat myself on the back, but I really am effective at this. I have a certain talent for talking into microphone. I have a certain talent for capturing people's attention for two straight hours. I could probably do it for 3 hours if I had the ability as far as takes money. You know, we got to get some sponsors and stuff other than the fake ones we have, you know, like Lawn Juice 1000 and the Super Grape Gummies. We're working on it though. I promise we're working on getting some actual sponsors that will give us the ability to do a lot more stuff here at the Tony Michaels podcast, and also just yell and scream into the microphone until we can't stop. Just keep going. Just keep trucking and keep pounding them. And yes, we are going to mock the shit out of them. Oh my God, are we going to mock the shit out of these fools? I got some mockery for Mitt Romney today. Mitt Romney saying the right shit into the microphone, but I'm going to mock him. You know why I'm going to mock him? Because he remains a Republican. That's right. Until Mitt Romney just gets out in front of a microphone and publicly switches his party affiliation, I'm going to mock him. I'm going to make fun of him. I'm going to attack him. It is going to happen. I'm not going to stop that shit. It's not going to stop. I'm not going to stop. You're not going to stop. We're not going to stop. We got to save our fucking democracy. We got to save our Constitution and Republic here. It is a thing we have to do. And again, I said yesterday, I'm willing to say just about fucking anything, I think. Even if I've got to go against the establishment to kill the hashtag Bidenomics and rebrand it Dark Brandon economy. Listen, I'm telling you, when fucking mouth breathers out there hear Dark Brandon economy, it's not Bidenomics. It's Dark Brandon. They created Dark Brandon. They created Dark Brandon. And then we fucking snatched it away from them. And then the best part about it is the economy part. Imagine. See, that's the thing that a lot of messengers don't really think about. Like, they don't really think, well, what are they going to say when we say this shit? Like when we say something, what are they going to say back? Your opposition is what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the people who are going to retweet you and spread the hashtag and all that shit, right? They'll fucking agree. Listen, if the White House today said that Tony Michaels is onto something, man, god damn. Yep, dark branding economy, that's a hell of a lot better than Bidenomics. That's fucking a hell of a lot better. We're just going to fucking scrap all that shit and just do what he says. That's what they should do. But if they did that, they would be much better off. But most of the time, they don't think ahead. I'll go back. Let's rewind a little bit in the dark Brandon economy, right? And dark Brandon's reign. That's the other thing we should lean into is the whole thing where they think Joe Biden's a dictator. We should lean into it and just call it Dark Brandon. You goddamn right he's a dictator. We want Dark Brandon as a dictator. Just lean into it. Fuck them. Fuck them. They're standing in line talking about how fucking Trump is their goddamn messiah and sent by God. And you think it's going to sound dumber than that? Okay. You think anything we say is going to sound dumber than what MAGA says?
Dictator scorched earth.
You're not going to sound dumber than they are. You're not. It's okay. And it's okay to sound a little dumb. It really is. I know you don't think it is. You're like, no, Tony, we need to sound smart like we use periods and shit. We need to use the proper punctuation. Get the fuck out of here with your spell check. Listen, I'm telling you, this messaging and narrative, if it's sloppy, who gives a good goddamn? It doesn't matter. It doesn't need to be anything but sloppy if you want to know the honest truth. That's some of the best goddamn shit that comes out of messaging. I mean, some of the best stuff we come up on this show has just been us fucking flinging shit on the wall, right? Just flinging shit on the wall. And I know I'm going on and on and on about this dark Brandon economy and the messaging, but I'm telling you, if you get with me on this and just try it out, just give it a run, just give it a go the next week or two, and everyone kind of like, hey, this is a better word. This is a better phrase. But I want to rewind. Let's go back to that. Let's rewind back to bad messaging, right? Because they don't really think about this shit. Remember Build Back Better? Holy fuck, that is horrible. It is fucking horrible. And they wanted the BBB thing so they could call it the BBB. You know what I mean? BBB. Debbie said ugly ass hat. Is that because it's red? Look, I'm trying to make red hats great again. You know what? Are wearable. I'm trying to make red hats wearable again. All right. Jesus Christ. Appreciate the comment on the hat. That's why I wear them. To piss you off so you'll comment. Engage. That's all you got to do. But Build Back Better, that's the reason why they wanted BBB, because it was easy to engage. It was easy to say because it's an acronym, BBB. So they come up with Build Back Better, right? That shit. I mean, think about it. When someone hears Build Back Better, they're like, wait a second. You mean I got to build some shit? You mean like I'm going to pick up a fucking hammer and put on a goddamn tool belt? What the hell is this? I thought you politicians were going to do this thing, not us. We got to do this for you? What the hell? I mean, it would have been so much better if they would have billed it as an education bill, because there was a lot of education funding built into the Build Back Better, the BBB.
Russia.
Marcia.
If they would have just billed it as an education bill, I mean, if they wanted to go with BBB, they could have went with the Big Bird bill, right? Big Bird bill. Oh, Big Bird, Sesame Street, ABCs, 1, 2, 3s, education, bingo, bango, bongo. Got it, right? Boom. It was an education bill. All of a sudden, from an infrastructure bill, which sounds really a heavy lift, especially when they were trying to do two at the same time. You remember that? They were trying to do two infrastructure bills. They were trying to do the infrastructure bill and then the human infrastructure bill, the Build Back Better bill. And it's just nonsense. And they were trying to make them two infrastructure bills when they could have just said, hey, we're going to get infrastructure and education. The American people would have went, yeah, it sounds fucking good. Let's do that. Let's do that. Nope, they gave the Republicans the inroad because they didn't think about what the hell their opposition was going to say about this shit and how they were going to build this shit before they said what they said. They're like, no, this sounds good. People will like this. Well, what about the people that'll hate it? Well, I don't know. They'll probably build a message against it so strong that we won't be able to pass it. But let's do it anyways. It's like Bidenomics. Again, it sounds like a fucking college course. Who wants to fucking talk about economics? I mean, everyone will talk about the economy. God damn, did you see what gas went down to? It's a good economy, fuck. Son of a bitch. Gas dropped below $3. Now it's damn near barreling in on $2.50. God damn, this is a good economy. So much better an economy than it was last year. They don't say economics. Normal, average motherfuckers don't take economics classes and don't want to. Okay? Most people who even have a 401k don't even know how the fucking stock market works. They have no clue how mutual funds work. They get big books every year because they got to fucking send them the books and the disclosures and shit for their fucking mutual funds and their IRAs or their 401ks or whatever the fuck they got, right? And they open and they're like, God damn, this is like fucking trying to read a foreign language. Yeah, because it is. It is. Because they got a lot of shit they're doing. You know what I mean? Like the average American worker works 40 hours a week, 50, 60, 80 hours a fucking week because they got 2 fucking jobs, right? And it's getting better under the dark Brandon economy. It really is. The GDP is going up, but what we have to do under the dark Brandon economy is we have to reelect people who are willing to fucking tax the rich so us normal average folks can make sure to set policy in place that we get our portion of the GDP. Rather, in the dark Brandon economy, that it be higher wages and negotiating those higher wages, which, hey, under the dark Brandon economy, labor unions has never been stronger. Never been stronger because under the dark Brandon economy, the President of the United States backed the unions, backed the American worker. Do you see how this language works? Do you see how the messaging works? Instead of some wonky dumb fuck talking about statistics and data, it's the same thing. It's the same shit. You just leave all that garbage and trash out that no one wants to hear. This is how it works, folks. This is how messaging works. This is how you actually set a fucking narrative in this country. And I know it feels like, well, Tony's just bragging about how he can cut. That's what I do. It's what I do. I don't just go watch MSNBC and just repeat it. Have you ever seen me do that? Go watch some fucking newscast or read someone else's fucking tweets and just regurgitate whatever the fuck you can go read in the first place? Do you ever see me go get a court motion and, well, here, let me pull up this court motion and we'll break down line by line why you shouldn't give a fuck? Do you ever see me do? No. Because does that matter? No. It doesn't fucking matter. Those aren't kitchen table issues. They're not. Like this border shit. I'm going to talk about it again today. Acting like people crossing an imaginary line is kitchen table issues. No one gives a shit at their kitchen table about someone coming in this country to make a better life for themselves. Are you fucking shitting me? You think people are sitting around just, other than the cultist, are the people who fucking sit and watch the boob tube all day? Listening to, oh, there's a problem at the borders, problem at the borders, problem at the borders, it's crisis, 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 crisis. It's not a fucking crisis. The crisis we got is in Washington, D.C. We do not have 2 parties in this country that believe in democracy, that do not believe in the American dream, that do not believe in the American experience anymore. There's only one of them, that the majority of those people of that party fucking believe in that shit anymore. Believe in fucking liberty. Believe that our country was built on the backs of migrants, built on the backs of slaves, knows that to be the fucking truth. And that's what we need to get back to. We need to stop fucking acting like we need to be fucking smart and say it smart like. We need to sound smart when we talk. Get the fuck out of here, man. You think most average Americans have time to sit around and fucking worry about how elitist you want to sound? Get the fuck out of here with this bullshit. They're sitting around the kitchen table worrying about how much fucking gas prices are. That's why they were blaming Joe Biden when gas prices were high, because they couldn't find anyone else to fucking blame. When in reality, in years past and decades past, they blame the fucking corporations and the goddamn oil companies, not no fucking president. I mean, no one's giving Dark Brandon credit this morning about how fucking gas is getting down to $2.50 a gallon. The media's not like, whoa, Joe Biden's the best president of all time. Fucking gas prices are damn near down to $2.50. They're not doing that shit. And they won't do that shit because the president doesn't have much to do with the actual price at the pump. Now, he can fucking try to institute policies in his administration to affect the Dark Brandon economy, which is going fucking well and swimmingly. And you see how it's much easier to brag about the economy when you call it the Dark Brandon economy? Do you see that? And yeah, it's a long ways to go, but it's never going to suit everyone 100%. 100% of people 100% of the time. The economy is not going to. But if we get down to these kitchen table issues and we show the world what the fuck the right wants to do with these kitchen table issues, like what do they want to do with gas prices? Well, they want to check your kids' genitalia in elementary schools. Do what? Yeah, that's what they want to do about gas prices. And they don't want to do anything about gas prices. Well, what do they want to do about making sure that migrants are assimilated into our country and we welcome them and make them part of our economy? Oh, well, see what they want to do is they want to deport all brown people and probably black people too. And really anyone who likes them as well. Do what? No, that's the opposite. Yeah, they don't really want to do anything. What about a medical bill? What if I get a medical bill in the mailbox that will make me go broke? Like a $50,000 medical bill. What does the right want to do about that? Well, see, they believe hard that Trump is a god and he's their savior, and they think he's going to repeal Americans' access to health care. So you're probably going to get more of those medical bills that are going to make you go broke, if you want to know the honest truth. What? So what do you mean? They're not going to do anything about it? Well, no, actually, they're going to do the opposite. All right. Well, what about education? Like, what about that? Like, that's a real important issue in most communities. We got schools. Sometimes they're the biggest employers. They're some of the biggest, community hubs. Children are fed there every day, so it's a way to, fend off childhood hunger. I mean, there's all we can educate our fucking people so they can be part of the economy. What about that? What does the right want to do about that? Well, they really don't want you to have public school or public education. They want to take that entitlement that we've had for, over 100 years away. They want to destroy that infrastructure. And matter of fact, so they want to do nothing? No, well, actually the opposite. They want to not do something for you. They want to take it away from you and make your situation worse at your kitchen table. These are kitchen table issues. And this is how you talk about it. This is how you message it. Democrats have always been fucking horrible at this. Always have been horrible at this. And I'm telling you right now, right here, as I sit, as I do 2 hours every single weekday, Monday through Friday, noon Eastern, 11 Central, 9 Pacific. What I'm telling you right now, this morning, is that the Dark Brandon economy is alive and well, and it's going to get better and better. And if we make sure to do our part and get rid of fucking fascists out of our goddamn government, then people who are serious about policy, who are serious about doing something for the American people at their kitchen table about those issues that they care so much about. If we do the work that democracies do, and we use our ballot to send a message to the do-nothing Nazis, because that's what they are. They're fucking do-nothing Nazis. They do nothing. Matter of fact, they do the opposite. They take shit away from America.
Okay, fine.
They make country. So let's do our job and let's do democracy and let's do this show. Goddamn, we got Cliff. We got Cliff. We got Cliff. We got Cliff. Bottom of the hour. He's coming on. Real soon. Don't worry. He's going to be on real soon. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Right back. Right after this.